Hi everyone and Happy New Year! Today we're looking at the best 30 legacy games as ranked on popular board game site BGG. Now, one thing I see straight out of the bat is that between ranks 30 and 20, there's a non-negligible number of games that are not even out yet. The reality is that there aren't that many legacy games. I think that the games at the bottom of this ranking are either games that a small but dedicated number of gamers really enjoyed, or upcoming games for which people have high expectations. To be honest, I should have cut this list to the top 15, but there are a few games in the second half of the list that I wanted to look at, in particular this one, Rogue Angels. It isn't out yet and it failed its Kickstarter launch last year, but I'm really hoping it will be doing its Kickstarter launch properly next year. Your Name Here and the Argonauts is a print and play game I've been wanting to try for a long time, and it's a solo game too. I actually had no idea it was a legacy game, and that makes me want to try it even more. Now's probably a good time to define a legacy game, by the way. A legacy game is a game that spans over multiple sessions and in which permanent and irreversible changes to the game carry over to future plays. You might have to cover some parts of the game with stickers, tear apart some cards, and so on. I think everyone's favorite legacy game is the first one they ever played. It's a bit unreal when you have to tear apart a card for the first time or write with a permanent marker on your board. It's not something we typically do or like to do as board game enthusiasts. There's almost the feeling of doing something forbidden, and that can be very exciting. And of course the fact that the game evolves, which is the main aspect of legacy game. Frosthaven. This one might be a bit controversial. I've hesitated to merge it with Gloomhaven, but I think this one is kind of an exception, because it's so new, and it's getting so close already to the top of the list. Have you folks tried it? Would you recommend it? I don't know if it's different enough from Gloomhaven for me to try. Let me know in the comments. So if you want to try a lightweight legacy game with your kids, I really recommend Zombie Kids Evolution. It's a game in which you have to defend your elementary school against the teachers who have turned into zombies. The legacy aspect is that at the end of each game you get to improve your characters with special abilities, but the zombies get stronger too. It progressively introduces new rules as you go, so it eases your kids into gameplay with more depth as you progress. I bought it on the recommendations of a friend, and my kids love it, in particular when they get new trophy stickers and new abilities. Risk Legacy, the granddaddy of legacy games. The designer of Risk Legacy worked on Pandemic Legacy after that, because it became so popular they had to make more. I played Eon's End Legacy and I didn't really like it. It starts with really lightweight rules and adds more depth as you go. That's like all legacy games, except that by the end of Eon's End Legacy, you basically get to finally play with the same complexity as Eon's End itself. So if you've played Eon's End before, the legacy version feels too simple for more than half of the game. I can't speak for Legacy of Gravehold though, I haven't tried it. I haven't played Clank Legacy, but it looks great. At number 3, would you recommend it? Let me know in the comments. So toward the top of the list I had to tweak the data a little bit. There were so many variations of similar games, it wasn't much fun. I mean, Pandemic's Legacy Season 1, 2 and 0 are technically all in the top 10. Season 2 is a direct sequel to Season 1. I do have it, but I haven't found the time to play it yet. And Season 1 was my first Legacy game and I really loved it and I still vividly remember the experience. I really recommend it, and you know, it's a reference in the genre. Season 0, as far as I know, is not directly connected to the other two, but it's getting really good reviews. And of course, at number 1 we have Gloomhaven. I've merged it with Jaws of the Lion, which was also close to the top of the list. As I've said before, so much has been said on this game already. You already have your opinion. I won't try to convince you one way or another, but you know, personally, Gloomhaven was kind of a board game renewal for me, like a revival. It made board games fun for me again. And that concludes this list of the best 30 legacy board games of all time. Did the list make sense? Did you think some games are missing from the list? Or that some games shouldn't be here? Let me know in the comments, and see you next time.